Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're in the capital of Slovenia, Ljubljana. And today we're going to talk about our 10 things that shock tourists the first time they come here to Slovenia. Because this country is gorgeous. From the mountains to the towns, there's so many things. There's a lot of things that really get you when you're here. And so, you know what? I probably should just start with that. The first thing that shocks tourists when they come here is just the postcard beauty throughout the country. Whether it's the natural beauty, when you're looking in the mountains, you see the snow caps that are on there, or you're hiking through the gorges throughout the country. I mean, it's just such a beautiful nature place to go. You're literally like, I want to take another picture here. I want to take another picture here. I mean, you will burn through multiple memory cards when you come to Slovenia. It might be a small country in size, but it's exploding with just natural beauty. And so you're going to go check out things from the caves, which I'll talk about later, Lake Bled, which is another thing I'll talk about later. You have all these just gorgeous outlooks, and the castles that are here, the churches, the towns. Yes, you have Ljubljana here. You got the triple bridge behind me, but there's a lot of tons of little small villages you'll see when you go through, and castles. It's just really a fantastic place to visit, but really it's just so beautiful. You're like, oh, a postcard picture, another postcard picture. Oh, there's our family Christmas picture right there. You have that when you're here, and people really are like, man, it really is this unspoiled beauty when you come here. And people are like, hey, we got a few comments. Don't make too many videos. We don't want any more tourists coming here. And there's not a lot of tourists here, but the ones that do come, you really do enjoy the nature when you're here. It is just fantastic. Now, the second thing that shocks you when you're here goes into that natural beauty kind of stuff, and that is the cave systems. Look, you can see a dragon here. Well, it's not really a dragon. It's actually it is a salamander with no eyes. It can't see. But you're going to do some cave exploring when you are here, and there's one you can go on. You take a train in, like watch your head when you go in. Take about a 15-minute train ride down in, and then you hike through the caves because there's a lot of limestone underneath here. So there's all kinds of cave systems throughout Slovenia. So there's a lot of different ones you can go to, but the one we went to was just fantastic. And you're walking around, you see the stalagmites and stalactites, and just take it all in. You're like, my God, this is just fantastic. So that's the second thing that shocks you, just the whole cave systems you can go explore. Yes, you can try your spelunking if you really like, or you can just take the more laid back, like train ride in, mile-long walk, train ride out kind of stuff. It is really cool. Now, the third thing that might shock you when you're here is how much stuff that they sell here that's actually made in Slovenia and the high quality of that stuff. I know Jocelyn has been looking around, and she's just going in shop after shop after shop, and she's seeing great dresses and purses and all kinds of things made here in Slovenia. And it's really kind of cool because those people you're seeing in the stores, like, they really know their stuff. I mean, it's a very educated workforce here, no matter what job you're going to, from your restaurants to your retail places to things like that. And that's really kind of a cool thing. But the pride they have in the stuff that they make in Slovenia and how much is made in Slovenia, from the food to the clothing to all kinds of stuff, you're really like, wow, they actually have a lot of their own stuff. Now, what I will say though is when you get the Made in Slovenia label, do expect to pay a bit more, because Slovenia is not like Serbia prices or Croatia prices. It's more towards Austria and Italy prices, just to give you a heads up for that. Now, the fourth thing that might shock you as a tourist when you come here is just how clean this country is. Look, Slovenia is all about the environment. I mean, you'll see in your Airbnb or your hotel, they'll have multiple recycling bins for you to check out. When you're going to the sites, they'll have multiple bins to put your different trashes in, so you're not just throwing everything in the trash. And it's really great. And the people, they have that beautiful nature. They want to keep it, and it really translates into society here. And so it's not just that, they recycle, but also the streets are clean, the roads are clean. You go to the villages, you're like, my God, this is like straight out of a movie. This must be brand new. No, we just keep it up. And that's just it. You're like, my gosh, this place is so clean. It's awesome. And the fresh air in the mountains, you just can't beat that. Now, the fifth thing that might shock you when you come here is how proud the Slovenians are about Slovenia. I mean, you'll hear, we're in Slovenia, we have the best food, we have the best wine, we have the best beer, we have the best people, we have the best education system, we're going to be the gastronomical capital of the world. I mean, they're very, 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 very proud of their country, as well they should be, with good food, which I'll talk about later, and the wine and the sights and the mountains. It is a great place. But if you're here for a while, you start to notice that everyone's really like working for the tourism board here, and they're like, this is the best, this is the best, this is the best. And what's cool is that pride they have in their country really shows through in the cleanliness and how everything's put together in the museums and stuff like that. But for some tourists, sometimes it gets a bit much when it's like everything Slovenian is the best, and if it's not Slovenian, it's not the best, so just leave it alone. So I suggest don't get in that conversation about how maybe your country might have better beer or wine or whatever. Just go like, you know what? Slovenia's got awesome stuff, and move on to the next conversation. But the thing is, the sixth thing that shocks you to come here is just how good the food and the wine and the beer actually really is. Slovenians really, like I said, take that pride in their country. So the national dishes, whether it's some of the meat dishes you'll have here or the pastries like the cream cake or the layer cake you'll have, they really are fantastic. Like, my God, I've never even heard of Slovenian food before, but this stuff is so good. And you really be shocked like how much you enjoy eating and drinking when you are here. And the white wines are good, the red wines are good, and they come from different parts of the country. And you're just like, my goodness, I can have a really great time eating and drinking myself silly when I'm here. And yes, the breweries that are here too, there's tons of craft breweries and the major breweries here. You can have some really great beer too. So you're kind of shocked, like, why don't I know more about Slovenia? This place has got some really great food and sights and all kinds of stuff. So that's the sixth thing, is just how much good stuff there is to like shovel in your face while you are here. Now, the seventh thing that's going to shock you when you come here, and this is a definite must when you come here, is your Lake Bled experience. So if you ever see any kind of travel TV show or something like that, I'm almost positive they'll show some view of Lake Bled. And Lake Bled is, there's an island with a church on it, with a castle up on the hill, with the mountains in the background. Yeah, I'm sure I'm showing some pictures right now. It is unbelievably gorgeous. I mean, probably one of the prettiest sights anywhere in Europe, hell, anywhere in the world. I mean, it's just gorgeous there. And the experience of going there is fantastic because, you know, you get on the flat bottom boats and the guys row you out to the island and you go up the 99 steps. Yes, it's 99 steps to get up there. And you hear the story about how if a Slovenian guy wants to marry them there, he has to carry his wife up the 99 steps and she's not allowed to talk the whole way up if they want to make sure this marriage can last. And so you go up there and you ring the bell for, you know, for a wish, you know, 1, 2, 3, for the, you know, make your wish. It's a really cool experience to go there. Now, it also, I should say, is it's a kind of harrowing experience sometimes because so many tourists that come here and tour groups that come to Slovenia, they go to Lake Bled as well. So you might have a big group of tourists with you at one time, but then another time of the day, you have nobody there. So it's kind of interesting. But you have the island you can go check out. There's a castle up on the hill. You can eat there. I mean, it's just a really overall wonderful experience when you are there. And the thing is, what's cool is it's easy to get there. I mean, public transportation here is really good, whether you're doing buses or you're driving yourself or you're taking the trains and stuff like that. It's really easy to get around the country. And the thing is, though, there's another part of that experience at Lake Bled that's going to be kind of shocking, and that's the prices. Now, you know, I told you the prices here are more like Austria, Italy prices in general in Slovenia. Well, at Lake Bled, they're like downtown New York prices sometimes at the restaurants. So do have a heads up. So you might want to take your lunch with you when you go there, or do it part of a tour and like see Lake Bled and do all the stuff there and then head out for lunch on your way to the caves or maybe one of the gorges or something like that, because the experience of the prices there can be a bit much. So I want to give you a heads up for that, but it is well worth it. I mean, I know we even got to go tobogganing down a ski slope during the summer. They have it where it's a toboggan run then. It's a really cool experience. Now, the eighth thing that shocks tourists when they come here is all the influences you really see in the architecture, in the food, and the culture, just in general here in Slovenia. And what's cool is it's you see the influence of the Habsburgs in Austria and in Italy and in the East and stuff like that. And you see how Slovenia has kind of put it all together in a really fantastic way. So you can have the food and you can have the culture and you can have the architecture. It's kind of shocking. You're like, huh, am I in Austria? Am I like a northern Italian city? Where am I at now? No, you're in Slovenia because it has its own little culture kind of thing that's really here. And that kind of goes into the next shock I have for people, and that is how small Slovenia is. I mean, this country, one side to the other, maybe 3 hours driving at the max. Okay, it's not that far. Okay, so you can literally be based here in Ljubljana and doing day trips out to see pretty much the rest of the country. If you want to go up to Maribor and see the oldest, vine in existence, yeah, it's there. You want to go to the caves? Yeah, it's about an hour down southwest. There's more caves than that, but the big ones going down southwest. Going up to Lake Bled. It is all easy to do because the country is so small. I mean, I think there's about 2 million people that live here, maybe about 400,000, 500,000 around Ljubljana. I mean, it's a really sparsely populated natural beauty of a country, really packed in with the mountains and the lakes, just so much beauty here. And the thing that makes it really great about that small country, those great roads they have make it easy to go explore. So you can rent a car and go explore. It's really nice to get around. Just know sometimes you might have a little bit narrow roads and you might be shocked with the tummy troubles you have sometimes when you're going on those windy roads through the mountains. So I will give you that heads up there. And then the 10th thing that I think shocks tourists when they come here is the language. Look, you don't know Slovenian, you're not going to figure out Slovenian. It is really tough, okay? Like, for example, you know how like In English, we have I do stuff and then we do stuff. So I is a singular, but then two or more people is we. Well, no, here they have I, then there's a we that is only like two people, and then there's a we that's like with three or more people, so which makes grammar kind of tough when you're here. Also, you'll see a lot of the little hats or birds on top of letters, a lot of Z's, and you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. Well, you don't have to worry because in Slovenia, they speak tons of foreign languages here. English is no problem. I've heard German, Italian, all kinds of stuff around. And that's what's really cool. They know that, hey, look, we're a small country. We have our own language, but we know that foreigners probably don't speak it. So we're going to help you enjoy our country, which is really, really cool. So I guess you should know a couple of words in Slovenian before you come. The ones I know two important ones. Hvala, which is thank you, and prosim, which is actually please and you're welcome. So it's like 3 words for the price of 2. So you do have that. I'll be honest, I've been here a few times now. I've been here with my mom, I've been by myself, I've been here with my family. And this really is a great small country to visit. So I hope you do come to Slovenia and you'll be shocked how gorgeous this place really is. And you'll be shocked how many pounds you might accidentally put on eating that cream cake. Because, oh man, it's good when you are here. Anyway, I wish you all the best when you are here in Slovenia. If you want to learn more, maybe some of the tourist basics when you come here, check us out on our website at woltersworld.com. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and we really appreciate your likes, subscriptions. And if you like honest travel videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and we put out new honest travel videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Anyway, we'll say bye from here in Slovenia, and if you want to help us make more honest travel videos, why don't you check out patreon.com/woltersworld to find out how. Bye from Ljubljana.